no one expected it. Brandon Blackstock, Kelly Clarkson's former husband and once one of the most powerful talent managers in the industry, has died at just 48 years old. But behind the headlines is a story far more personal and heartbreaking. A battle fought in silence, a family torn, then quietly reunited, and a goodbye that Kelly never wanted to make public until it was too late. On August 7th, the news hit like a thunderclap. Brandon Blackstock had passed away after a long and hidden battle with cancer. But the first real sign came just a day earlier, when Kelly Clarkson suddenly canceled her Las Vegas shows. In a rare personal statement, she said her children's father was ill and that she needed to be fully present for them. It sounded serious, but no one imagined it meant the end was just hours away. His death was confirmed by a family spokesperson who said Brandon passed away peacefully, surrounded by loved ones, after more than 3 years of quietly fighting cancer. But that wasn't the whole story. For over 3 years, Brandon lived with the reality of cancer, never speaking publicly about it, never posting cryptic messages, never drawing attention. Those who knew him say he chose to fight in silence, focusing instead on his children and family. To the outside world, he was living normally, appearing at events, taking family trips, smiling in photos. But now, looking back, the clues were there. Kelly's sudden changes in schedule, the rare public moments of sadness, and the subtle signs of a man trying to stay strong as his time quietly ran out. And all through it, Kelly Clarkson stood by, not as his wife, but as the mother of their children. On August 6th, Clarkson shared a rare and raw message. She wrote, "This past year, my children's father has been ill, and at this moment, I need to be fully present for them." That was the moment fans knew something deeper was going on. Her decision to step away from her Vegas residency wasn't about work. It was about preparing 2 young kids for the loss of their father. River, just 11. Remington, only 9. The pain of watching your children say goodbye to their dad and doing it all under public scrutiny is something only a few people truly understand. She didn't share details, she didn't post photos, she simply disappeared to be a mother in a moment that mattered most. But this bond between Kelly and Brandon, though broken by divorce, ran deeper than many fans ever knew. Their story began in 2006 at a music awards rehearsal. Kelly spotted Brandon and said to herself, "I'm going to end up with him." She was right. They reconnected at the Super Bowl and married in 2013. Their love seemed unshakable. Brandon, a respected manager known for working with Blake Shelton, eventually took on Kelly's career too. It was a partnership in both love and business. In 2015, she released Piece by Piece, a song that praised Brandon for being the steady hand her own father never was. At the time, it felt like a love story with no cracks. But every story has chapters we never see. By 2020, the fairy tale had unraveled. Kelly filed for divorce. And what followed was anything but private. Custody battles, property disputes, and media speculation surrounded every step. Fans took sides, rumors swirled, and Kelly, usually an open book, began pulling back. And in Brandon's final days, that's what brought them together again. Brandon wasn't just Kelly's ex. He was a father of 4, River and Remington with Kelly, and Savannah and Seth from a previous marriage. In 2022, he became a grandfather when Savannah gave birth to a baby boy named Lake. He was smiling with his kids at the Houston rodeo, surrounded by family. Reba McEntire, once his stepmother, was also there, proving that even after all the public drama, family still came first. Brandon spent what time he had left with the people who mattered most. But he was also part of a much bigger legacy, one rooted deep in country music royalty. Brandon wasn't just another manager, he was part of the Blackstock dynasty. His father, Narvel Blackstock, managed Reba McEntire for years and was married to her from 1989 to 2015. That made Brandon Reba's stepson, and for a while, Kelly and Reba were family. But more than all that, he was a father, a brother, a son, and for a time, a husband who inspired music that millions still sing. Brandon Blackstock lived many lives: manager, husband, father, friend. His death at 48 is a reminder that no amount of fame or success can stop life's hardest moments. But in the end, he left surrounded by the people who once made headlines with him and later stood in silence to grieve. Kelly Clarkson may never speak about those final moments publicly again, but her actions, her choice to step back, to protect her children, to grieve in private, said everything. In the world of celebrity chaos, this story ends not with scandal or controversy, but with quiet heartbreak, and a memory that will live on long after the headlines fade.